Hello everyone, what's up? I hope that you are doing good. Today I'm going to talk about the transfer of Achraf Hakimi to Inter Milan from Real Madrid. Achraf Hakimi has been outstanding this year, participating in 19 goals without counting the key passes. Before the key passes, he's been amazing. He progressed even defensively, which is the debate of today a little bit, but we will not focus only on this point. Yeah, many people say that he's more a defender of three in the back, not four at the back. This is very true, but you have to see him in the national team. Maybe yes, in the high level in Europe it's different, but believe me that the national team of Morocco played against Spain, played against Iran, played against Portugal, and he played as a fullback in a back four, and he's been amazing doing this role. Yes, he still needs to progress. I am totally okay with this point, and I will show where he progressed and where he still needs to progress. Of course, we will talk about his offensive abilities that will give to Conte technical variations in the offensiveness of Inter Milan, because he's a player that he's not a wing pure player like many things. No, he's good also in the half space. The proof is that this year the coach in Dortumund played him in the half space sometimes when there is a change. He made the fullback enters, and he counted on the freshness and the physicality of Acharaf Hakimi to play whether on the right side, to combine a little bit with Torgan Hazard more in the last third, and or to combine more with Sancho. He likes to come in the half space, and he's very intelligent in understanding the continuity of the game and in understanding also which touch, which move, must I stay, must I call out, and he understands very well the principles of superiority in the last third, which gives always the continuity to the actions. Participating in 19 goals, this is a very big proof. Now I will show to you where he progressed defensively and where he still needs to progress. Considering the fact that he's playing with a defense of four, we've seen him with Real Madrid, as you can see here, sometimes lacking, sometimes lacking defense. So there is a principle that is clear, of course, that I set up 3-5-2 of Conte or 3-4-1-2 that we will talk about. But let's talk about a principle. When there is the ball, when the ball is open here, and you are a right back, you must sprint to close. Achraf Hakimi didn't have this before. He progressed in this. Now, if there is the ball here, he's here. No problems with that. No, absolutely no problem. This is in the defense of four. I've seen him in the national team and he progressed. And even with Dortmund, he progressed at this point. The point is, where he needs to progress is in the continuity of the actions, which means that, okay, he will make the effort here, but sometimes in the second ball, if there is the second ball, he will lose a little bit concentration. This is a problem of concentration only, of understanding some tactical concepts. I think that he's with Conte and he will make him progress in this point. There is, I will not say there is no doubt about that. Of course that you have to always have a doubt, but I'm very optimistic with Conte. I think that he's with the right coach that will make him progress more in this area of closing down, of having the continuity in the actions, of having the continuity in the defensive actions. If there is a change, how to keep the shapes, how to go out. I think that he still lacks principles, especially in the principles of cover, when to go out, when to not care about who's behind me. I think that he needs to progress in this area. In this area, he needs to progress. But we've seen with Dortmund that there is a progress, and of course, as I told you, the offensiveness, he likes to play in the offensive. Now, what can offer Achraf Hakimi? Achraf Hakimi can play on the right side and can play in the left side. And I've seen the last match with Parma, of Inter with Parma. I think that they have good players, but the addition of Achraf Hakimi, a world-class rising star, I think that this is the profile that they need. They need someone on the right. What can offer now Achraf Hakimi? Achraf Hakimi, of course, the physicality he can take, but also he can be here in the half. He can be here in the half space, combining with Lukaku, with Lautaro, creating relations here, maybe with Eriksen as well, here in the left side, and against low blocks. We've seen, for example, that Atalanta and Inter as well, sometimes they have the overlapping center backs, the three having overlapping center backs. So we know that Achraf Hakimi likes to be here, and he's very just, and he have a good decision making. He can, considering that Inter can still count on the work rate of those two, I think that he can offer here the center backs. He can offer them a very good option if, of course, this is working. If it is a low block, if there isn't a big risk in the counter pressing, if there isn't a big risk, and of course having an additional man to create the superiority and to combine more with Lukaku, Lautaro, Eriksen. I think that he will be great. We've seen him with Dortmund coming in the half space, always combining, counting also on the physicality. And we know that Conte doesn't negotiate in the defensive side. We've seen him with Chelsea when he played 3-4-2-1. He wanted that his fullback to be here in the edge of this area, on the edge of this area, and his wingers to block the other wingers. We've seen this. He doesn't negotiate with the defensive principle. He will not negotiate with the problems of cover. But I think that that Inter is lacking the element of surprise, is lacking a little bit of something new, of creativity in the last 30 meters. And I think that Achraf Hakimi have the best profile for it. Considering that Achraf Hakimi is a player that is very, we'll say, have easiness in the left side, because he likes to come in the half space, and he likes also to create horizontal movements. Achraf Hakimi is the type of player that doesn't want to run 70 meters back. Is a type of player that when he have the ball, he is concerned also with the defensive transition. He doesn't want to lose the ball to make those runs. He wants to create the superiority, be always together, he have a tactical sense, and then create a counter pressing, running 5-10 meters rather than running 70 meters. He will have to learn this. But he's very interesting in the half space, playing between two players. He is not afraid, and he is making the right decisions. I think that at his age is something that is good. Still need to progress in the defensive area, yes. And something that I will try to mention as a bonus in this video, as a tactical bonus. Last time with the national team of Morocco, they played a very flexible 4-2-3-1, and the coach played him as a right winger. And when he played him as a right winger, the right back was actually Mizraoui, who is in Ajax, and he played with Ziyech. Of course, the advantage was to make a lot of number of players around Ziyech. Like Ziyech likes to play in Ajax Amsterdam, and they wanted to make the pitch bigger for him, to occupy the half space, to be the player that have the decisions in the right half space, and in the central areas to shoot or to create a surprising pass. But on the right side, it was Achraf Hakimi. And what happened actually is that Mizraoui, who is a right back, he played it almost all the match as an inverted fullback. When he played it as an inverted fullback, means that now the right side, it's almost only Hakimi job, and Hakimi had to make some runs back. So I think that Vahid Ali Lozic, who is a respectful coach, who proved a lot of things, whether with Algeria when they went and caused big problems to Germany, whether with Japan, Ivory Coast, and with PSG, I think that he tried to adapt at the same time to Achraf Hakimi and at the same time to Ziyech. Create a lot of players around him, but also Achraf Hakimi with Mezraoui being in the half space, making those runs. And he made those runs. He was good in this match. Almost everyone, I can say everyone played good in this match. And the job of Mezraoui was actually to be in the central areas here, to take a man and to free the spaces for Achraf Hakimi. And Achraf Hakimi really enjoyed it. Everyone enjoyed it. And I think that the coach made something special, whether for Mezraoui, who can play in the half space, Hakimi, and Ziyech. So he adapted, and the right side was really well covered by Achraf Hakimi. I think that now he have lessons to take in Italy for the end of his career, whether in the diet, in the style of how he have to recover. We know that Italy have a big history in taking care of the players, the physicality, the defensive concepts. I think that some people say that maybe Achraf Hakimi will go back to be more a winger rather than, well, now he's playing with a coach with three in the back, so he's still the idea of fullback is still here. The wing back is the idea of wing back is still there. Maybe he will go a little bit further in another team, but I think for the end of his career, like we see now with Jesus Navas, with Vaz in Valencia, they are players that go back a little bit, and it's good for the end of his career to learn those defensive concepts with Conte in a big club like Inter Milan. The Serie A is very competitive now. It's very competitive. Italian football is becoming competitive, and we've seen interesting things from Inter in the Champions League, Atalanta as well. So this is really raising the level of Italian football. But the challenge now is to pass from a world-class rising star to a world-class confirmed star. This is the challenge of Achraf Hakimi, and I wish him really success in it. And inshallah, God willing, he will do it. I hope that this analysis was good for you. I hope that you learned something. I talked about the national team, what he did in Dortmund, and what he can give also in the variations of attacks, and where he needs to learn. Well, if you like this video, please share this video in your wall, in Twitter, in YouTube, in Facebook, everywhere you can, Instagram, why not? So I hope that this analysis was good for you. Please subscribe to my channel for more analysis. It was with you, Amine Ammor, U.E.F.A coach. Thank you very much.